Have you ever wondered why traditional learning methods seem so monotonous and unengaging? We live in an era where technology is ceaselessly transforming our lives, and yet many of us are still stuck in the rut of old-school learning techniques. These methods, which primarily focus on rote memorization and standardized testing, often fail to stimulate curiosity and inspire creativity in learners. The traditional classroom setting, where students sit in rows, quietly taking notes as the teacher lectures, is a thing of the past. It's a model that has been in place for centuries, and while it has its merits, it's not without its flaws. The biggest of these is that it often leaves students feeling bored and disengaged. However, the winds of change are blowing, and they're bringing along a refreshing transformation in the world of education. We're now seeing a shift towards more engaging, interactive, and fun ways of learning, which are not only capturing students' attention, but also making the learning process more enjoyable. In this exciting era, we're witnessing the rise of gamified assessments. Now, you might be wondering, what exactly are gamified assessments? In simple terms, they are learning activities that incorporate game mechanics and dynamics. They're a fusion of learning and play, aiming to make the process of acquiring knowledge more interesting and engaging. These gamified assessments aren't just about making learning fun. They're about creating a learning environment that stimulates the brain, encourages critical thinking, and fosters a love for learning. They're about turning the tedious task of studying into an exciting adventure. So, are traditional learning methods now a thing of the past? Well, not entirely. They still have their place in the educational landscape. However, they're certainly being challenged by innovative, interactive, and engaging methods like gamified assessments. We're standing at the brink of an educational revolution, where learning is no longer a chore, but a thrilling journey. So buckle up, because we're about to dive into the exciting world of gamified assessments, which are transforming the way we learn. We have with us an education expert who believes in the power of gamified assessments. This sentence sets the stage for an engaging conversation about a groundbreaking approach to learning. Let's imagine a world where learning is not a chore, but a thrilling experience. A world where assessments are not dreaded, but eagerly anticipated. That's the world of gamified assessments. So what exactly are gamified assessments? Our expert explains, gamified assessments are a unique blend of game design and educational content. They leverage the power of gaming mechanics to make the learning process more enjoyable and effective. Here's how it works. Gamified assessments take the key elements that make games fun and addictive, like rewards, competition, and progression, and apply them to educational content. This approach creates an immersive learning environment where students are motivated to engage, explore, and excel. But it's not just about making learning fun. As our expert points out, gamified assessments provide instant feedback, allowing students to understand where they stand and how they can improve. This real-time feedback is crucial for enhancing retention and fostering a growth mindset. This innovative approach to education also caters to different learning styles. Whether you're a visual learner who prefers colorful graphics and animations, an auditory learner who benefits from sound cues and narrations, or a kinesthetic learner who enjoys hands-on, interactive activities, gamified assessments have something for everyone, and the benefits don't stop at the individual level. Our expert explains, when implemented in a classroom setting, gamified assessments can foster a sense of community and healthy competition among students. They can also provide educators with valuable insights into each student's strengths and areas for improvement. As our expert puts it, gamified assessments are here to revolutionize learning. They transform the learning process from a passive task into an active, engaging experience. They make education more accessible, more personalized, and more enjoyable. In a world where technology is rapidly transforming every aspect of our lives, isn't it time we leveraged it to enrich our learning experiences too? After all, who said learning can't be fun? Now, let's take a look at how gamified assessments work in real life. Imagine a world where learning is as exciting as your favorite video game. That world is here, and it's as vibrant and engaging as you could hope. It's a place where textbooks and whiteboards have evolved into interactive screens and virtual reality headsets. That's the power of gamified assessments. Picture a history lesson, but instead of memorizing dates and events, you're in a time-traveling adventure game. You're making decisions that directly affect historical outcomes, learning by doing and not just by reading. This immersive environment tailors to the kinesthetic learners, those who learn best by performing physical activities rather than listening to a lecture or watching demonstrations. Or consider a science class, where instead of reading about chemical reactions, you're virtually mixing elements in a digital lab. This kind of hands-on, interactive learning caters to visual learners, enabling them to understand complex concepts in a more tangible way. And let's not forget about the linguistic learners. For them, language-based games like crosswords or word searches can be integrated into language arts or foreign language lessons. These games challenge students to expand their vocabulary, improve their spelling, and strengthen their language comprehension skills. In mathematics, gamified assessments could take the form of puzzles and problem-solving challenges. These games help logical learners understand mathematical concepts and improve their problem-solving skills in a fun, engaging way. For social learners, multiplayer games that require collaboration and communication can be an excellent way to learn. They encourage teamwork, improve interpersonal skills, and make learning a social experience. The beauty of gamified assessments is that they cater to a wide range of learning styles, making education more inclusive and accessible. They transform traditional learning methods into immersive, engaging experiences that motivate learners, enhance retention, and provide instant feedback. As we can see, gamified assessments make learning an exciting and interactive experience. Scene script. Let's hear from the students themselves about their experiences with gamified assessments. First up, we have Sarah. She's a high school senior who used to have a hard time staying focused during traditional exams. But with gamified assessments, it's a whole new ballgame. She shares, "I used to get so bored with regular tests, but now I'm actually excited to take assessments. It feels less like a test and more like a challenge. Plus, I get instant feedback, so I know right away what I need to improve." Next, we hear from a group of middle school students who found a sense of camaraderie through gamified learning. Jake, a 7th grader, tells us, "It's not just about learning anymore. It's about competing with my friends, seeing who can get the highest score. We're all learning, but we're also having fun. It's like we're in our own little gaming league." Then there's Emily, a college freshman. She's been using gamified assessments to help her with her foreign language studies. She says, "The games make language learning so much more enjoyable. I feel like I'm playing and learning at the same time. The interactive nature of the games helps me remember vocabulary and grammar rules better." And finally, we have Max, a lifelong learner who's using gamified assessments to brush up on his history knowledge. He shares, "I've always loved games, so when I found out I could use them to learn, I was thrilled. It's a great way to engage with the material, and it doesn't feel like studying at all." These are just a few examples of how gamified assessments are turning the tides in education. From making study sessions more engaging to fostering friendly competition among classmates, these interactive assessments are revolutionizing the learning experience. Clearly, students are enjoying this new approach to learning. Whether you're a student, an educator, or a lifelong learner, it's time to level up your learning experience. Imagine transforming that dread of traditional assessments into the thrill of playing a game. That's exactly what gamified assessments are here to offer. We're living in an era where information is at our fingertips, and learning should be no different. Gamified assessments are more than just an innovative concept. They're a revolutionary approach to education that's changing the way we learn, one level at a time. With gamified assessments, learning becomes an immersive, interactive experience. The power of gaming mechanics is leveraged to motivate and engage learners, enhancing retention and making the learning process not just effective, but enjoyable too. Think about it. Instead of passively reading through textbooks, you're actively engaging with the material. You're solving puzzles, completing quizzes, and participating in simulations that bring the concepts to life. It's a diverse range of interactive activities that cater to different learning styles, ensuring that no learner is left behind. And let's not forget the instant feedback. With traditional assessments, you might wait days or even weeks to get your results. But with gamified assessments, feedback is immediate, allowing you to identify your strengths and areas for improvement right away. But don't just take our word for it. Try it out for yourself. There's a whole world of gamified assessments waiting for you to explore. And we're confident that once you've experienced the revolution in learning firsthand, you'll never want to go back to the old ways. So, what are you waiting for? Start gaming your way to success today. Don't forget to subscribe for more educational